Come on! Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I've just been dumped by 2 of my girlfriends. You know what really takes the edge off of only having 4 girlfriends left? Juggling! Alright, so in this video we're going to talk about a trick, multiple tricks, called multiplexes. Multiplexes basically is much more simple than it sounds. It's just a big fancy word for throwing 2 or more balls from one hand at the same time. Just like that. Multiplex, big word, simple trick. So, since you're only going to start with 2 balls, while you can do 3-ball multiplexes, you're going to want to start with 2. So just 1 in each hand. Make sure that you can throw 1 ball up straight in a column, piston, whatever you want to call it. Then, just like you're doing your normal 3-ball cascade, which if you can't do, the link will be found down there. Take 2 balls in your hand, just like you're going to start a normal cascade. Except this time, instead of just throwing that 1, you're going to throw the 2 balls. 2 at once. I know, it's pretty scary. At first, your balls are probably going to go everywhere and it's going to be a mess. But what you have to do is just put 1 right there at your palm, just like you're starting your cascade, like I said. And then 1 just right there. Try and get them aligned as straight as possible, and that'll allow for the maximum separation. So now you have your 2 in one hand, and what you're going to do, instead of throwing with your arm more like you would do for a cascade throw, you're just going to flick up with your wrist. You can get a little movement here if you wanted to go extra high, but just start out, hold your arm, flick with your wrist. Flick and up. And just practice that. Now it'll probably drop, like I said, but just work on flick and then catch it with 2 hands. Eventually you want to be able to catch them both in 1 hand from the same multiplex. Okay. You want to get the maximum separation that you can from these balls, but you don't want them going forward like that. You want them to get separated vertically as much, and that's going to come from when you release the balls. So you could release them right here with that little flick, but then it's not going to be in a straight vertical line. If you get it just like you would with a normal cascade, if you just get it and you release right here so that they're straight up and down, it's going to go straight up and down, just like that. Unless you have wind. Straight up and down. And then that'll help you to catch 2 in one hand. So incorporating this into a pattern can be a little complicated at first, and it probably will look terrible. But don't worry, it'll be okay. I'm here for you. So just start out with a normal cascade, and if you're watching this video, make sure that you're able to throw over the top throws, just like that. A good trick to know for this is the half shower. So just start off throwing a half shower pattern, and then throw 1 extra high, and notice I just stacked a multiplex right there. So now I can just start immediately again. Or, once you have that multiplex stacked, you just throw it as a multiplex. So you're doing the half shower, and then you throw an extra high 1, multiplex. Simple as that. You can also do this in a cascade, just throw an extra high cascade. Do that, what in sight swap is called 1. Just throw it over to the other hand, you have 1 up, just throw it. And then you want to make sure before your extra high ball comes down, just throw that multiplex. So, in the cascade, it'll probably look something like this. In your half shower, which might be the easier one at first, just throw that extra high over the top, multiplex. So just extra high multiplex. It'll be a bit quick, and you're probably going to drop. But dropping is one of the most important parts of juggling. Now, so you have the normal 2 in one hand multiplex with your cascade and your half shower. Any pattern that you know, you can probably incorporate a multiplex into. So, exactly, reverse cascade, just throw extra high, multiplex. You may be tempted to actually stop your pattern, so you're just doing a normal cascade and you want to do a multiplex. You may just want to stop but that looks bad. You want to keep your audience, or whoever you're going to perform it to, interested. So you throw one ball up really high, look at it, that's where the audience will look. They won't even notice you've put two in one hand, and it'll be extra spectacular. Another thing you can do, take two in one hand just to start. So if you want to just start a normal cascade, you could just start it the normal way with one throw, or you could do a multiplex. So just throw two, just like that. Helps when there's not wind. It's just two, and then throw your other ball. You get that nice separation. Throw the one in your other hand in between, just like that. You can start a normal cascade. A lot of these throws will be helped a lot if you can do basic body throws, such as the under the leg or the back cross. A link will be found down there to the basic body throws. So, you just take two like you would normal, try and shift it over so it's right there, and then put that third ball in. If you have trouble, that's probably the way you're going to do it. So see, this ball is held by my thumb and index. Put it in your palm there. Easy. 3 balls. Easy. I could fit a fourth in here. If I can fit 4 balls in my decent-sized hands, you can fit 3 balls into your tiny little lady hands. Alright, so now you have 3. This is nice to know just for other tricks in the future. So you have 3, and now you're just going to throw them all up and freak out because there's so many balls. No. Take your 3 balls, throw them up, make sure you can do the claw catch, and throw. A link will be found down there. Start with 3 in one hand, and then just throw them all up and start claw catching them as fast as you can. This is a pretty hard multiplex. You're going to have to practice a while before you stop freaking out and letting the balls drop. And you may not be able to get it even when you practice it a lot. So just throw 3 up, try and get as much separation with that little flick as you can, and then claw catch like crazy. So here it is. 3 in one hand, practice this with both hands. It'll be difficult, but it'll be worth it. So then just throw up, claw catch. No big deal, see? You're probably going to jump up with it, because it makes it a lot easier. So you just 3 in one hand, simple, 3 in one hand, up, claw. You're probably going to have to do this very quickly so you have a good reaction time. Judge which 2 are the lowest balls and claw them. Generally you want them to be low, high, low, but as you can see, that's not always going to happen. So just judge as best as you can which balls are going to be the lowest balls, and then just start catching those and throwing them. You have to bring a ball down and throw it up. So the 3-ball multiplex. Up. Simple. Do it in the other hand. Up and catch. Alright, so that's it for multiplexes. Keep practicing, jugglers, and I'll see you next time. Click the link here to watch me again. You know you want to. Just click right here. Click this link. Click the link. Click the link. Why are you still watching me? Stop it.